Yeah, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which was built by Constantine.
Just hold it in there still a minute. There's something I want to show them to prove exactly what you're saying. Hold it as still as you can get it, right there. Something in there I want to show them. Just hold it right there. So that they can see what you're talking about. There's something in there I want to show them. This is the arm of Christ.
Right.
See, the arm is black. Look at that black arm. Mm-hmm. See, that's black. That is black. That's where his hand is coming out. His robe, garment is hanging over it. See, the hand is coming out of that black. See that it made the body white and all of that? And see some black coloring on the shoulders there and all of that? And look at the face.
And the beard.
But what really shows it is this arm. That's the color he's supposed to be. That color right there, just like the arm right there.
That's right.
They some real devils,
these
bro.
These devils are something. Read that thing about them, about them, what they are. The child of what? See what it says? A church, the Holy Sepulchre, traditionally accepted as a tomb of Jesus, contains the ledge where Jesus was laid to rest. What did they have in there? A big picture of Jesus, a black man. Mm-hmm. You Negroes that go to church, something wrong with you. I don't know how you can't wake up after seeing all this, man. Here's a devil, the white man, telling you, see that? In the footsteps of Jesus.
I want to say this. I'm going to get on you so-called Negroes that's in New York. Because the ones that's in Philadelphia and other parts of the country, they waking up to this truth. They see crystal clear, the books and all that. Because the books is plain. The archaeology records is plain and all that. The scriptures is plain.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I don't know what's wrong with you Negroes in New York. Your mind is really demented. Seriously demented.
They got demons in them. Read that scripture again, brother. Read it.
And said, O full of all subtlety and all mischief, thou child of the devil.
Could you hold that a minute? Let me say this again. Because you Negroes in New York, you're supposed to be coming to the school learning. With all this knowledge we're showing you, and all this speaking that we're doing on the streets and showing you the scriptures, you so-called Negroes supposed to be coming to the school learning. But I find this to be true. The people in Florida and the people in the other parts of the country, Philadelphia, Boston, the people in California, people in Texas, the Negroes that out there in these different areas, they are more enlightened than you so-called Negroes that's supposed to be up here in the main light in New York City. You dumb as hell.
They're dead. And
you blind as hell. You got a serious brain problem. Whether you be old, whether you be middle-aged, whether you be young, it's not just the young. You old and you middle-aged. You really demented in your mind because we showing you simple, clear things.
Right.
And you should be flocking to this truth. But we go out into the other areas, they flock to this truth. So something wrong with your brain, you Negroes here in New York City. Right. Terribly wrong with your brain.
They don't have any sense. Now here's a Greek Orthodox priest standing over under a picture of Saint Gabriel. And see, Saint Gabriel is black. See the picture on the wall? Here's the devil, the white man, standing up. Who is he praying to? Black guy.
Let me get a close-up on that.
Right. See that? You can clearly see there's a black image there. That's Saint Gabriel. Who's praying to him? The devil, the white man. You see that? But they're praying to this image. Now how you going to get around that? How you going to get around that and tell me you can't make out?
Let me get it right. Even today, water can still be drawn from the well in crypt of Saint Gabriel Church.
There it is. Who's that picture of right there? Saint Gabriel. Because all the saints are black. See that? Saint Gabriel. I don't know what your people want if you can't pick up on this, something wrong with you. We're going to teach anyway, whether you pick it up or not, because the Most High was the one that ordered us to come out and teach this knowledge. He's the one that gave us the wisdom to break this knowledge down and to explain it so that you can try to understand it and be saved, be converted back to the truth, and be saved from the damnation that's coming on this earth. Now, go to the next scripture that I want. I want you to go to Ezekiel 38th chapter. And I just want to speak on what's going on over there in the Soviet Union. Clearly, what was demonstrated by Boris Yeltsin this week in the Soviet Union. Today is October the 4th, 1993. Last night, what he did was an act of terrorism against his own people. And it was a totalitarian, authoritarian type of attitude that he had, that he came against the people with tanks and guns simply because he wants to be a dictator over Russia. But according to the Ezekiel, the prophecy of the holy prophet Ezekiel, in the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, the Soviet Union is not going to go along with democracy. And we're going to read that now. Read.
Ezekiel 38, starting from verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog.
Gog and Magog is the Soviet Union.
The land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal.
Meshech and Tubal were sons of Japhet in ancient times. But it's bringing it up to date on today. Geographically, that land is not known as the land of Meshech and Tubal. Today it's the Soviet, what's left of the Soviet Union.
And prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back.
He's going to turn them back from that democracy that they're following back into the hardliners with the communism and all that. That's what's going to come back. Whether you like it or not, it's prophesied.
And put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
I'm going to tell you the armies that are coming with the Soviet Union to fight against the United States and to fight Christ.
Even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia.
Persia represents Iran.
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, they're down there looking for the warlord in Mogadishu now. And the planes are getting shot out the air. They're raising hell down there. Those Ethiopians don't have anything, and they're putting hell on the American army.
All the swords representing that is weapons.
Their weaponry, right. And the modern weapon is the missiles.
And Libya.
Libya. Muammar Gaddafi's going to come out the grave, wake up out the dead state that he's in, and he's going to get together with the Soviet Union also. This is the reason why the United States Army has a foothold in the Middle East. They're afraid that the Arabs might overrun the whole area of Saudi Arabia and those different areas that are located there near Mesopotamia and so on and so forth. Like Saddam Hussein scared them, and they thought he was the man that was going to do it. But Saddam Hussein is not the man.
I see something else too. From reading the prophecies, they see that Ethiopia is going to rise up. So they're trying to get in there so they can stabilize that so Ethiopia can't rise up.
That's
right.
Part
of this. But they're going to rise up anyway.
They're going to rise up.
They just pushing, they stupid. The Most High got them in there to get on. They're making matters worse.
That's what they're doing.
They're making them get ready
to
join up against them.
Boris Yeltsin has made matters worse for the Soviet Union in the last 2 days than they've seen in the last 50 years. Read.
With them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomar.
Gomar represents France. The French gonna get together with the Russians. How do you white people like that? The French is gonna get together with Russia and come against America.
In all his bands, the house of Togomar.
And that represents the house of Togomar's Germany. The Germans gonna get together with the Russians and come against you devils over here in the United States. And another part of the scriptures it says, and thou shalt be for booties under them. They're going to start kicking you, your embassies and everything you got overseas in their land. You're going to be kicked out of that land, kicked back over to America. You're going to be like a chased raw, like a deer that a man is hunting after.
The Germans is already mad over there that you destroyed Hitler.
That's right.
They're mad over there.
That's right.
Them young Germans, they hate America with a fear.